Hey, Shalom, Israel. Give me 1 second while I check the feed, Baba Gashai. Make sure we set and ready to begin. Shalom. So we got sound, we got video, so we good to go. All right, let's clap it up to the Most High hand. Mm-hmm. Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led by the Commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? The Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge has been around teaching the truth to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the truth about the Bible since 1969, man. We're not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. We never have been, never will be. You know what I'm saying? We not with them, they're not with us. And there's only one truth, and that is the I.S.U.P.K. If you are not in the I.S.U.P.K, you are not in the truth. You understand? Today is Saturday. You know what I'm saying? This is the seventh day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Contrary to popular belief and what the Christian church teaches you, what the oppressor who the devil the Bible speaks of teaches you through the media and you know what I'm saying, the Sunday paper and you know what I'm saying, all his streams of you know what I'm saying, streams of what do you call it? Pretty much telling you how he wants his kingdom to be. You know what I'm saying? The seventh day of the week is not Sunday, it is Saturday. And what it says to do for the Israelites, for my brothers and sisters, for black and brown people, you know what I'm saying, what we supposed to do on the seventh day is remember that day and keep it holy because it's the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? This is the day where the Most High just sat and looked at his creation. He looked at the heavens, he looked at the earth, he looked at all of the plants and the people and the animals and the waters and everything he created. And he just rested from all that creating of the first 6 days. And on the seventh day, he just rested. He just admired his creation, enjoyed it. And that's what we supposed to do as Israelites, man. We get to work and make all that increase. Pay your tithes, of course, but we get to make all that increase. You know what I'm saying? Have our employees, have our business operating, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? Make this run, make that run. Do all this stuff so that we can get increase, even in this kingdom. You know what I'm saying? This is not our kingdom, but we still got to work to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? On the seventh day, we're not supposed to be worried about increase. We're not supposed to be worried about making money. We're not the only thing we're supposed to be worried about is giving this day to the Most High, resting, and dedicating this day to the Most High. How we do that in the I.S.U.P.K? We go over our scriptures, man. We go over the Bible. We get into our culture, but we reading the Bible in the Hebrew, our native language, and then we read it in English and we break it down, man. That's our culture. We go into our history, our laws, our uh, our prophecies, our wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Everything this Bible has to make us the best people on earth. We go over that on Saturdays in our native tongue and in the English, and that's how we keep the Sabbath. Remember it and keep it holy. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I thank the Lord for that too, because that's really, you know what I'm saying, getting in our culture, you know what I'm saying, down to the nitty gritty of our culture. But you know, without no further ado, so we're gonna get this thing rolling, you know what I'm saying? So lucky for starting late, Israel. We had some technical difficulties as well as other things, but we're gonna get it done, man. So we gotta call the first priest up. We're gonna get into these prayers. We say the prayers every week. You know what I'm saying? Let the Most High know how we feel. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk to our Father. That's what we do. We face it, get in the prayers, and then we're gonna get started in reading the Hebrew. So with that, I Imadium, which means to stand. All right. State your name and registry. Malakia, Banyahawada, Banyashala. Ya Bashim Yasha Brakata. Yashala. Scroll about the shot. I help you with after this Wahapanya. It's like Wahapanya. It's like Wapanya Hakwadam, which means turn and face the east. So we're gonna turn to the east, Sar, which means to turn. And we're gonna get to these prayers.
This is the Lord's prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa,
Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malak Taba'ah, Ratazayka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Tanlanaw, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknaw, Kabawatnaw, Kabawatnaw, Wala'ah, Taba'ayanaw, Banasayawan, Abal, Awashayanaw, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahataparat, La'awalamyam, Aman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
The power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Baba Kashah.
Thunlanaw. Achak. Larapa'ah.
Call Makala.
Wakal Madawa. Hakak. Atahar. Hamatazarayim. Hakak. Lahakwayam. Hamathiyam. Hakak. Al.
Rakawath.
Atam Allah. Lagarashan.
Ba'ashem Yahawashi.
Yahawashi.
The water
Aman. In the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahawashi. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahawashi. Thank you, so be it.
Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahawashi.
Barak Lanawa.
Wayashala.
Wahabayah.
Wahabayah Saparium.
Barak.
Ba'ashem
Yahawashi.
The water Aman.
In the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahawashi. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahawashi.
YAHANNA.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
YAHANNA.
YAHANNA.
All.
All.
YAHANNA.
Ma'ayan.
YABA'a.
Yaba'a.
Isaiah.
Ma'am.
Yahweh.
Aisha. Shemayim.
Wa'aratiza. Ayathan.
Lamawat. Regalka. Yanawam. Shamaraka. Ana. La'a. Yanawam. Wala'a. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamaraka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al-Yad. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'a. Lakayaka. Wayarak. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makarad. Yashamar. Afnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'afta. Wabawa'aka. Ma'aitha. Wa'id awalam. In the English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew.
Alahayim.
All.
Damiyalaka.
All Takarash.
Wa'al. Tashakwat. All. Kaya. Ana. Awiyabika. Yahama Wamashanayaka. Sha'awa. Ra'ash. All. Amaka. Ya'ira Yamwa. Sawad.
Wayataya
Tazawa. I'll. Tazapawanyaka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakak Magalia. Wala'a. Yazakar. Sham Yasha'Allah. Awad. Kaya. Nawa Tazawa. La. Yakadwa. Aryaka. Baryat. Yakarathwa. Ahalian. Adawam. Wayashamai Aliyam. Mawa'aba. Wahagariam. Gabal. Wa'amawan. Wa'amalak. Palashat. Amyashabia. Tazawar.
Gum
Ashawar. Nalawa. Imam. Ayawa. Zarawai. Labanya. Lawat. Salah. Aishalaham. Kamadi. Kasiyasara'a. Kayabi. Manachal. Koyashwan. Nashamadwa. Ba'ayan Da'ara.
Yahweh.
Hayawa. Daman. La'arma. Shayatamwa. Nadiyabma. Ka'ira. Wakaza Abba. Waka. Tazalmanai. Ka Nasiakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Nayarasha.
Nayarasha.
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Af,
Af,
Na'awath,
Naawath,
Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagagala,
Kagagala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Raka,
Roka,
Ka'ash,
Kaash,
Taba'ira,
Tabaira,
Ya'ira,
Yaira.
Tawadatma.
Oh, yeah,
It's like Wakala Ba,
Wakala Haba,
Talahat,
Dalahat,
Harian,
Harian,
Khan,
Khan,
Tawadatma,
Tharadapma,
Basairika,
Basairika,
Wabaso Apaska,
Wabaso Apathka,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panya.
Panya,
It's like Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Palawan,
Palawan,
we have Bakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
we have Bahawa,
Wayabahawa,
Adiai,
Adi,
we have Kaparwa,
Wayakaparawa,
we have Abadwa,
Wayabadwa,
we have Idwa. It's like we have Idwa.
Waya the Iowa,
It's like we have the Iowa,
Waya the Iowa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ata,
Ata,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labarka,
Labarka, Ayawan,
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 Isle,
Isle,
Call,
Call,
Harataza,
Harataza, in the English. Keep not thou silence,
keep not thou silence,
O power,
O power,
hold not thy peace,
hold not thy peace,
and be not still,
and be not still,
O power,
O power,
for lo,
for lo,
thine enemies make a tumult,
thine enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
come and let us cut them off from being a nation,
come and let us cut them off from being a nation,
that the name of Yasharallah
with the name of Yasha Allah
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee,
They are confederate against thee,
the tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Israelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them,
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like Oreb,
and like Zeeb.
and like Zeeb.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes as Zabab,
all their princes as Sabbath,
and as Amunah,
and as Zamunah,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of the power in possession.
the houses of the power in possession.
O my power,
O my power,
make them like the wheel,
make them like the wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth a wood,
as the fire burneth a wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Sar, turn to face the front. Yeshabu, which means you may be seated. Most high in Christ. Let's get them prayers in hand, man. Every week, man. Every day almost. We don't get into all of them every day. But we say the Lord's Prayer pretty much at the end of every class for the most part. On Saturdays, water sir. On Saturdays, we make sure, we get a little bit in depth talking to the Lord. To talk to him about this oppression that we under, and that You know what I'm saying? We still know he got our back. We have faith in him. And we know vengeance is his. So we know we're not supposed to be out here like, what's the MFAC? Or no Black Panther. I'm not going to say the Black Panther. Well, kind of not like the Black Panthers. The Black Panthers had the right idea of separating from the world and getting together, but they didn't completely separate from the world on one part. And the second part, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm just leave that at that. But we not no we not trying to organize no riot, man. We ain't like no Proud Boys, man. We know what we have to do. We got our job to do. Let's separate ourselves from the world spiritually, love the Most High with everything we got, and then love our brother. That's our job to do. Keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. And the Most High take care of the carnal warfare, and the vengeance and whatnot. Yeah, man. That's what we do in them prayers. We just face the east, let them know how we feel down here, and it's a beautiful thing every week. So now what we about to do is we about to get into the Hebrew, man. This priest over there, my brother, Officer 50 of Malachi Banya Howard, he about to show you. He about to get into this Hebrew, man. I commend this brother because he's really talented in these languages. He knows. He going on four, right? He going on four languages now. Still three. Introduced four.
I'm gonna say three because I don't
Three.
I don't know.
Most High, we working on four. We got three down pat. We working on four, man. I'm saying Most High in Christ. Yeah, we about to get to the Hebrew. If you want to join along with us, you can do so by downloading what we use, the Bible Hub app. And on the Bible Hub app, you download it in the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. You download the little blue emblem with the cross on it. You click it, then you go to Bible. Then when that pops up, you see these two rows with three letter abbreviations. That's underneath the very top. The very top, you see the book, chapter, and verse. So you go to the lowest row or column or whatever. I think it's row. Then you go to the right of that column, and then you click INT, which means the interlinear. That takes you to the original text that the Bible was written in. You know what I'm saying? It might be the Greek if you're in the New Testament, but if you're in the Old Testament, it'll be the Hebrew. So then when you in the INT, you click the book, chapter, and verse where we at the top. Where we're at right now is Exodus 20. What's that say? 20.
25 and 31.
We're at Exodus 25 and 31. So you click that at the top of the page. It's gonna take you right to it. You're gonna see in the blue the Yiddish. We do not read the blue. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is our oppressor's kingdom. He he promotes what he wants to promote. You know what I'm saying? But underneath is the Assyrian Hebrew. That's what we read, man. That is the native tongue of the Israelite, the Hebrew. And then the red underneath the black is what that word in the Hebrew means is translated to in the English. So we only read the black, we use the red for reference, but we do not read the blue. We read from right to left if you join along with us. That's what this brother's about to get into right now, man. Whenever you're ready,
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 25, verse 31 in the Hebrew.
let me get the truck. 25.
YAHANNA Manarath. Zahab.
YAHANNA. YAHANNA.
YAHANNA.
That's right.
Manarath. Zahab. Tahawor. Makwashat. I.S.U.P.K.
Manawara. Manawara.
Ha Manawara. Yaraka. Wakwana. Gabaya Ayah.
Uh-huh. Gabaya Ayah. So, Kapath, Kapath Raya, Red Knobs, right?
Kapath Raya. Wafa. Wakaya.
Kapath,
Wakaya.
Kapath Raya.
Rakaya. Mamana. Yahayawa. Verse 32. Washasha. Panayam. Yataza Ayam. Matazadia. Shalash. Panayat. Manara. Matazadia. Ha'akad. Washalash. Panayat. Manara. Matazadia. Hashanya. Verse 33. Shalash. Gaba'ayam. Mashabadi. Bakwana. Ha'akad. Kapasad. Waparaka.
Barak.
Waparak. Washalash.
That's make sure you say that Shalashah.
Shalash.
Even though sometimes it's a little bit different in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? And it's for right reasons. I can't explain that to you right now. Officer Tazbak was going into it yesterday in Lashua Kadash. He was saying like every letter has a meaning. Even in the word, when you add up all the letters, it means the word. He was getting in depth. So when we reading straight from the Bible, it might say three, but the Hebrew sounds a little bit different. Like I notice sometimes when we read Banyamin, it say something like it don't say Banyamin, it say Banyamin or something like that. You still just got to read it how the Hebrew say it. Don't just say what the word means. I know you and I both know Shalash is three, but Shalashah sounds something weird. Just let's say Shalashah, read Shalashah. So like keep going. My bad. Yeah, Gaba Iowa, Gaba 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 Ayam,
Gaba'ayam. Mashabadi. Bakwana. Ha'akad. Kapasad. Wapar. Waha. Khan. Lashasha. Hakwanayam. Hayataza Ayam. Man. Hamanara. Verse 34. Wabad. Manara. Arabad.
it's Arabaya.
Arabad.
Mhm.
Gabaiah, Mashaquadia, Kapatharia, Wa Harakaya. Verse 35. Wa Kapathar, Sakat, Shanya, Hakwanaya, Mamana, Wa Kapathar, Sakat, Shanya, Hakwanaya, Mamana, Wa Kapathar, Sakat, Shanya, Hakwanaya, Mamana, Lashashat, Hakwanaya, Hayat Hazayam, Man, Hamanara. Verse 36. Kapathariahum, Hakwanasam,
Well,
Wakwanasam, Mamana, Yahayawa, Kala, Makwashat, Akas, Zahab, Tahawor. Verse 37. Wa'ishayat, Athar. It's like this I.
mhm.
Narathia, Shabaya, Wa'ailah, Ad, Narathia, Wa'ayar, Ad, Ibar, Hanaya. Verse 38.
Mhm.
Wa'malakwathia,
Ma Khathaf, yeah, or Ma Khathaf.
Wa'makasathia, Zahab, Tahawor. Verse 39. Kakar, Zahab, Tahawor, Ya'isha, Atha, Ad, Kal, Hakalia, Wa'ala.
That's one more.
Verse 40. Wara'a, Wa'isha, Basab,
Uh, Banyath, Banyath, Bathab, Banyath.
Basab Bunyathi, Ashar, Atha, Mara'a, Bahar.
I'm saying praise. Back to the English, to the English, not back to the English. Real quick, just to let everybody know where we at. You know, to break it down in the scriptures, give us context to where we are in Exodus. So the Moses is at the top of Mount Sinai right now, and he's getting instructions on how to build the tabernacle and the Ark of the Covenant from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? These instructions that he's given, you know what I'm saying? Just like all instructions that the Lord gives, you know what I'm saying? His creations, his children, you know what I'm saying? The people here down on earth, you know what I'm saying? His servants, if you will. You know, just like all the instructions that need to be followed to the T. You know what I'm saying? And we seeing here and reading them, you know what I'm saying, how glorious this stuff it really is. How fine, how the materials were so fine, and how it was put together, and how we read the word tahawar and zahab so many times, which means pure gold. Like this stuff is some real fly stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor, their eyes got big when they seen it, you know what I'm saying? They wanted to hoard it for themselves, you know what I'm saying? But this is how we dedicated to the most high, you know what I'm saying? We show you had something, my bad. No sweat. This is how we the most high told us how to represent him. Only with the flyest of fly for where he dwells, his house, tabernacle. You know what I'm saying? What representing his house. You know what I'm saying? The Ark of the Covenant, what we were supposed to keep for generations upon generations. You know what I'm saying? When if they got the Lord name on it, it's not only gonna be righteous, but it's gonna be fly. It's man. I pray you understand. So that's what we're about to get into now, man. The instructions on how to build this stuff. Pretty much what it's made of, how big he wants it, how to put it together. Pretty much this is what Moses is getting. Moses is getting these instructions, and then when he comes down from Mount Sinai, he's gonna have the men under him build it. So you can go ahead and start reading about this.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 25, verse 31 in the English. And thou shalt make a candlestick of pure gold. Of beaten work shall the candlestick be made, his shaft, and his branches, his bowls, his knops, and his flowers shall be of the same.
So real quick with the candlestick, talking about this menorah right here. I'm not sure if you can see it. I'll put it on the screen. We usually have one of these on every podium amongst the school. It's lit up during the feast day, or one particular feast day. But this is a menorah. This is the candlestick that's talking about right there. And the one on the podium in the tabernacle is made out of pure gold. I'm saying we in hell, we can't afford one of these out of pure gold. This whole has some weight to it. Just imagine if this was just some pure solid gold, man. That's what the Most High wanted. And this the shaft that he's reading about is this thing in the middle. These are the branches. The bowls was to put the candles in here. These are the bowls, and the knops and the flowers. You can see knops right here, but knops and the flowers are normally there's these little intricate designs on the branches. It like goes into a little cut off segments, if you will, and they have little flowers on them too. That's what we're talking about knops and the flower. For right here, you see this little circle right here. That's a knot. Sometimes they have some knots right here. Sometimes under there. That's the knops and the flowers. But this is the candlestick that's talking about. I believe. No, I'm not gonna say it. This is not the same candlestick in Revelation. Even though it's seven candlesticks, I'm not even gonna teach on that because I got to ask for clarity on that. But
For the breakdown, I thought in Revelations the candlestick was talking about was the churches.
yeah, definitely talking about the churches. But I just I just I just see some. It's too much coincidence that there's seven churches, seven in the menorah. I'm gonna have to ask why is seven churches.
You talking about the scripture where it says, and he stood in the midst of seven
Yeah,
candlesticks?
talking about the seven churches in Asia Minor, right?
Right.
This candlestick. I got to just ask if there's a coincidence in it, because I really feel like it's like just like you know what I'm saying. There's 12 tribes of Israel, 12 judges, and now we see things like judged by 12, carried by six. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a coincidence that it happened to be, you know what I'm saying, seven schools that Paul, you know what I'm saying, had to reach out to. And I mean, I don't know. It might just be it happened to be a coincidence, but he's talking about candlesticks, and there's seven candlesticks in a menorah, and there's seven churches that he was talking about. So I'm gonna ask for clarity on that. But the brother is absolutely right. Don't mind me and my fast thinking on that matter. Listen to this brother because in the Revelations, I think it's 13, not 13, 13, is it 13 and 1?
I think that's like 1 and
Oh,
12.
1 and 13.
Something like this.
Revelations 1 and 13. Yeah, on that track, on when Paul was talking about in the midst of the seven candlesticks, he was talking about the schools that were back then and all those years ago that they had to teach those seven individual schools, not the midst of a menorah. He wasn't talking about a menorah, but me, I'm just thinking outside the box. Like, why seven? And we're talking about candlesticks here. It just so happens to be seven candlesticks in a menorah. So I'm gonna find out if there's any coincidence about it. But yeah, that's the menorah. That's what the brother's reading about right here. It was a solid gold one on this podium. We're gonna find out that everything on this podium is solid gold. There's gonna be plates and spoons and forks, all of which are gonna be made out of solid gold. It's almost gonna be like if you eating on there, you're gonna be eating with the Most High. Please believe, and that's how it's gonna be prepared. Keep going, Bubba, unless you had something.
Right.
Okay, Most High.
Verse 32. And 6 branches shall come out of the sides of it, 3 branches of the candlestick out of the one side, and 3 branches of the candlestick out of the other side. Verse 33. 3 bowls made like unto almonds, with a knot and a flower in one branch, and 3 bowls made like almonds in the other branch, with a knot and a flower. So in the 6 branches that come out of the candlestick. Verse 34. And in the candlestick shall be 4 bowls made like unto almonds, with their knops and their flowers. Verse 35. And there shall be a knot under 2 branches of the same, and a knot under 2 branches of the same, and a knot under 2 branches of the same, according to the 6 branches that proceed out of the candlestick. Verse 36. Their knops and their branches shall be of the same. All it shall be one beaten work of pure gold.
Well, I could. Yeah, not only was it pure gold, but it was one beaten work. So you know how like you could tell of a sword or a knife is a good knife because it's made out of one beaten piece. It's not a handle and then a blade. Because if it's a handle and then it's a blade, then it's not that sturdy. They can easily break. You know what I'm saying? One beaten piece is always better in smithing or blacksmithing or whatever, goldsmithing or whatever. And it's harder to do. So again, and it shows, what I'm saying, the significance of this. So if this was solid gold and one beaten, this alone is, I'm saying, it's coming apart. This is brass, and it's not even one beaten piece. So if this was brass and wasn't a one beaten piece of brass, that would make this very expensive. Let alone gold. One beaten piece is like if they just had a big gold nugget and they put it under the fire, pounded it to this, and pounded little things out of it. It's all one piece. It's not fastened together after making. They just made it as one piece, and it comes out looking glorious like this. Gold too, man. I'm just gonna say, how much you think this would be worth if it was one piece and if it was solid gold? At least like $2,000, right? At least,
Probably more than that.
yeah, probably. And that's just one thing on the podium. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, man, the Most High had to have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had to have his podium, the podium that represented him. It had to be, and that's what we do in the school, man. I'm so lucky if I seem like I'm throwing shade to what we got here in our school in Houston, this menorah. But this is some nice stuff here. It has a little wax on it. We got to clean it up. But we try to keep our podium clean. I'm saying here too, in all the schools in the UPK, because the Lord dwells in these schools. You know what I'm saying? This is where the work of the Lord is done. You know what I'm saying? Where the truth about the Lord is taught. You know what I'm saying? So, so we represent the Lord by not only being crisp and clean, not only to like it, by being righteous, but by crisp and clean, man, by regal, if you will. You know what I'm saying? having things like these chalices and the lions and the ornaments. You know what I'm saying? These things, they pretty much they show dedication. You know what I'm saying? They show that I'm saying, hey, I care about what the Lord wants. You know what I'm saying? I clean this podium off and shine this shapar up, and you know what I'm saying, burn some frankincense and myrrh and teach, and it looks clean and it looks regal and looks majestic, because that's how to know the Lord wants it. Like that old phrase, like cleanliness is next to godliness, which is somewhat true. You know what I'm saying? You got to do a lot more to be next to godliness, but cleanliness is a good start. And that's what we have. The spirit of being fly and being clean, man. That's the spirit of the Most High put onto Israel, man. We clean in everything we do. Keep going.
Verse 37. And thou shalt make the 7 lamps thereof, and they shall light the lamps thereof, that they may give light over against it. Verse 38. And the tongs thereof, and the snuff dishes thereof, shall be of pure gold.
Mm-hmm. See, we got tongs here. They a little bit used. They weren't pure gold, but they were brass at one point, shiny brass. Tongs that we use to deal with our colds. But they in this they said the tongs and the snuff dish. The snuff dish is like this little dish, and we used to have them up here a while ago. But it's like this little dish that pretty much holds the stuff. Like say the snuff dish will hold the menorah and hold this coal burner, then it would be catching the ash and the wax from when we light the stuff on the dish, and not go on the actual table. It would just be a big dish to hold the things, make it look that much more regal, and be that much more dedicated into being what's the word I'm looking for? It's like it's more than correct. It's just like, man, I'm at a loss of words. It's like correct is an understatement. Like we want to be 110% right, 110% nice and elegant. I can't think of the words like y'all. I Google thesaurus while the brother is reading. But yeah, that's pretty much that. And the snuff dish alone was made out of gold. Everything was pure gold, man. At the end of the day, like I'm not gonna speculate too crazy, but I want to say like the tabernacle and the Ark of the Covenant was costing like a quarter million. Does that sound about right? All this gold, all this gold and silver and we gonna see we got this week to read about the tabernacle and the ark, and I think next week too. So we gonna be seeing how fly this stuff is. It's not just normal stuff. It's, it's almost like if we had the budget to make all everything you see here gold, and this tablecloth of fur dyed with special dye made with ram's blood and stuff. Yeah, we gonna see, but I think that's the last scripture going back to the Hebrew now, right?
It's 2 scriptures.
Of the child, get them, read them up the child.
Verse 39. Of a talent of pure gold shall he make it with all these vessels. Verse 40. And look that thou make them after their pattern, which will shew thee in the mouth.
Most High in Christ. So we just stopped at the end of the chapter, huh? Most High in Christ. Yeah, so we're not about to go back to the Hebrew. Um,
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 26, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wa'ath Hamashakan Ta'aishad Ishara, Yaraya'ith,
Mm-hmm.
Shashah, Mashazar, Wathakalah, Wa'a, Ragaman, Wathar, La'ith, Shanaya, Karabian, Ma'aisha, Kashal, Ta'aisha, Atham. Verse 2, Arakah,
Hi, Yahweh, Yahai, Hi, Yahweh, Yahai.
Ha Yaraya'ayah, Ha Akkad, what's like Ha Akath, Shamanah,
You see, there's another one. See, you know, Shamanah, Shaman, Shawamana. They spell it a little bit different. I mean, we know eight is Shawamana, something along those lines, right?
Wa'asharayah, Ba'amah, Wa Warakad, Arabai, Ba'amah, Hayah, Raya'ayah, Ha Akath, Madat, Akath, Lakal, Hayah, Raya'ayah. Verse 3, Kamash, Hayah, Raya'ayah. The Hayayan, Kabak, wait, Kabarath, Ashah, All, Akath, Wakamash, Haraya'ayah, Kabarath, Ashah, All, Akatha. Verse 4, Wa Aishayath, Lala'ath, Zakalath, I, Shapath, Ayah, Raya'ayah, Raya'ayah, Ha'akath, Makwataza, Bakah, Barath, Wakan, Tha'aisha, Bashapath, Ayah, Raya'ayah, Ha'koyat, Tazanah, Bamakath, it's like Bamakah, Barath, Hashanayath. Verse 5, Kamashim, Lala'ath, Tha'aisha, Yara'ayah, Barai, just like yeah,
But,
Yara'ayah,
mm-hmm.
Ha'akath, Wakamashim, Lala'ath, Tha'aisha, Makwataza, Yara'ayah, Ashar, Bamachab, Barath, Hashanah, Makwab Bayalaf, Allah, La'af, Ashab, all, Akhatha. Verse 6, Ya'ishayaf, Hamashim, Korasayah,
Mm-hmm.
Zahab, Mukabaraf, As, Hayar, Ya'if, Ashab, all, Akhatha, Makwab Rasayam, Wahayaha, Hamashakan, Akkad. Verse 7, Ya'ishayaf, Yara Ya'if, Isayam, La'ahab, I, Hamashakan, Ish, I-Shathia, I-Shar, it's like I-Shara, Yara Ya'if, so I-Shar, Atham.
Already at what?
Yeah, 8.
What you need help with something? Keep on.
Keep going, stop.
Oh yeah, do 10 Baba the show.
Okay. Verse 8, Arakah, Hayari Ya'if, it's like Ya'if, Ha'akah, Shalashmi, Ba'amah, Wa-Rakah, Arabai, Ba'amah, Hayar Ya'if, Ha'akah, Madah, Akkad,
Shot.
La'ishafia, I-Shara, Yara Ya'if. Verse 9, Wa Kabara, Af, Kamash, Hayar Ya'if, Rabad, Wa'ad, Shashar, Hayar Ya'if, Rabad, Wakapalak, Ad, Hayar Ya'if, Ya'if, Ha Shashar Yathar, Al, Malal, Hanya, Ha'ahar. Verse 10, Wa'ishayaf, Kamashi, Mala'af, Ayah, Shapaf, Hayar Ya'if, Ha'akaf,
Aliyah Tazana.
Hakoyat Tazanah, Bachar, Barath, Wakamasha, La'ah, Ayah, Shapaf, Hayar Ya'if, Hakabarath, Hashanyaf.
Muslim first.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 26, verse 1 in the English. Moreover, thou shalt make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of fine twin linen. and blue and purple and scarlet, with cherubims of cunning work shalt thou make them. Verse 2. The length of one curtain shall be 80 and 20 cubits.
So we said that last week, a cube 14 inches. So 2 cubits, so a yard is 36 inches. So 2 cubits is a little bit under a yard. So 20 cubits is roughly around 10 yards. Okay. So it's kind of large. Keep going.
And the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits, and every one of the curtains shall have one measure. Verse 3. The 5 curtains shall be coupled together one to another, and other 5 curtains shall be coupled one to another. Verse 4. And thou shalt make loops of blue upon the edge of the one curtain, from the selvage in the coupling, and likewise shalt thou make in the uttermost edge of another curtain, in the coupling of the second. Verse 5. 50 loops shalt thou make in the one curtain, and 50 loops shalt thou make in the edge of the curtain that is in the coupling of the second, that the loops may take hold one of another. Verse 6. And thou shalt make 50 taches of gold,
Mm-hmm.
and couple the curtains together with the taches, and it shall be one tabernacle. Verse 7. And thou shalt make curtains of goat's hair to be a covering upon the tabernacle. 11 curtains shalt thou make. Verse 8. The length of one curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits, and the 11 curtains shall be all of one measure.
So I was going to kind of elaborate, but you can finish the 10 and then I'll say something about it.
Verse 9. And thou shalt couple 5 curtains by themselves, and 6 curtains by themselves, and shalt double the 6 curtains in the forefront of the tabernacle. Verse 10. And thou shalt make 50 loops on the edge of the one curtain that is outmost in the coupling, and 50 loops in the edge of the curtain which coupleth the second.
So the Most High had it very distinct about how he wanted the, if you will, for lack of a better word, I mean they call it the tabernacle, just to get you to understand. It's almost like a gigantic tent. It's the size of this this room we're in. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like a big tent. And the Most High he had it, he was precise how he wanted. He wanted the curtain to be the wrapped around the rod on the top 50 times each time and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? He wanted it done specifically how he wanted it done. That's not specifically how he wanted it done, but he had specifics on how he wanted it done. You know what I'm saying? He left no room for imagination. He didn't want, you know what I'm saying, Moses to say, I guess you can make this curtain scarlet, or I guess you can make this curtain you know what I'm saying, fine linen. Cotton, because cotton sounds like it'll breathe better. So let's go with cotton. Now the Most High left no room. He said, this what you're gonna use. This how it's gonna be done. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if those materials are hard to get. You know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, it's real hard to work with or whatnot. This how you're gonna get it done. And really, you know what I'm saying, like the like just thinking like that's how the Most High wanted it done. The children of Israel, if you were thinking that you were being oppressed and build and helping with build this tabernacle of the Most High, then you weren't in the right spirit. You know what I'm saying? You and back then, I'm sure they at least should have been, but I'm sure they were. But Like in being a part of this, you should be like, damn, the Most High is using me to build where He wants. You know what I'm saying? Where He wants the main spot where He wants to be represented at. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of the building of the tabernacle. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put my blood, sweat, and tears into this candlestick. Or I'm a shave this goat's hair and make this curtain to the best of my ability. You know, that's how they really should have been feeling. Because what is the first and great commandment? Love the most. This is the New Testament, but Christ said, "Love the Most High with all your heart, mind, and soul." So when you're working for the Most High, when you building something for Him, it should be perfect. Because not only should it be exactly how He wants it, but you should enjoy and put all your energy into making it that way, and not feel it's not grievous. You know what I'm saying you should feel honored, and that goes to what I'm saying being a priest too, man. Don't feel like, man, I gotta get up and go teach class, or I gotta go to camp. Oh, I gotta do this. I gotta go to the food drive. You should be happy to do the work of the Lord, man. Because our brothers and sisters out here need it. We need to hear the truth about the Bible. You teaching that class, helping them get it. I know you don't. I mean, Lord willing, you don't feel that way. But it's hard to feel. It's hard to feel like the work is grievous when you got people saying, "Thank you, man. I didn't know that Christ was a black man. I really didn't." So I questioned why I should. I questioned why I should. You know what I'm saying? Pray and respect and honor and look up to this white man on this picture with these blue eyes and white hair. And he looks so soft too. I asked myself, why do I have to be like him? And now it makes so much sense. Thank you, Officer such and such, for teaching me in this class. And now it seems less grievous. You know what I'm saying? Think about the end. Think about the end of the journey when you starting at the beginning, man. Give you a little bit more zeal to carry through. But yeah, we still reading. We're about to get back into the Hebrew. We still reading about this. You know what I'm saying this extra fly setup the Lord got us building. Well, he's giving the instructions to build, man. We're gonna talk a little bit more about that too when we come back. But that's the word I was looking for. Elegance, not elegance, but excellence. When I was looking for a word that's more than complete, it makes complete sound like an understatement. Excellence. You know what I'm saying? We said we strive for black excellence. We strive for Latino excellence. We want to be the cream of the crop. That's what the spirit of the Most High is. The spirit of the Most High is beyond excellence. The spirit of the Most High is perfection. But you know what I'm saying? It's when you look at it at a glance, it looks like, oh yeah, that's the elegant. That's the uppermost. That's the upper echelon right there. This is some high quality stuff. This is excellence. This ain't no ordinary. There ain't no ordinary podium. There ain't no ordinary curtain. There ain't no ordinary candlestick. We're gonna get into it, man. They gonna even the priests that sat on the podium, they had garments with chains. You see, I'm wearing this chain. They had chains with pure gold and representing, you know what I'm saying, the 12 tribes, the ephod. We're going to get into it. Even the priests, they were dwelled in fine linen and fine gold. Everything about the tabernacle and where the tabernacle was, what had to do with it, was excellence, perfection, if you will. Yeah, we getting back to the Hebrew. You had anything out? Most I ain't pray. We're going to get back to the Hebrew.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 26, verse 11 in the Hebrew. Y-A-H-A-N-N-A.
Let me just get 10 more, man. Take your time. That's what you need. I'm here with you, too.
Warasaya. Naka. Nakashath. Kamashi. Wahaba'af. Af. Aqua. Aquara. Saya. Bala, La'at, Wakabarat, Ath, Ha'ahal, Wahaya, Akkad. Verse 12. Wasarak, Ha'idap, Bayar Ya'ith, Ha'ahal, Ha'taziah, Hayar Ya'ith, I the path, Dasarak, I, Akaria, Hamashakan. Verse 13. Waha'amat, Mazah, Waha'amat, Mazah, Ba'aidat, Ba'arakat, Yara Ya'ith, Ha'ahal, Yaha, Sarang, Wakhat, Aya, Tazalia, Hamashakan, Mazah, Mazah, Wakad, Sadawa. Verse 14. Wa'ishayat, Makasah, La'ahal, Irath, Ayalam, Ma'ad, Ma'ad, Makasah, Irath, Flakashia, Malak, Ma'ilat. Verse 15. Wa'ishayat, Ath, HaKorashia, Lamashakan, Kazayat, Shatayim, Amadia. Verse 16. Shara, Amawath, Arakat, Akorash, Wa'amah, Wakataziah, Ha'amah, Harab. That's like Wakab, Hakorash, Ha'akad. Verse 16. Shatayim, Gadawath, Lakorash, Ha'akad, Shalabath, Bashar, all, Akat, Hun, Aisha, Rakal, Horashia, Hamashakan. Verse 18. Aishayat, I, HaKorashia, Hamashakan, Aishariah, Korash, Lapa Athat, Lapaat, Nagabat, YAHANNA. Verse 19. YAHARABAYIM. ADONIA. KASAP. I.S.U.P.K. Sabbath. I.S.H.A.R.A.M. HaKorash. Shanya. ADONIA. Sabbath. HaKorash. HA-AKAD. YASHATHIA. YADATHUA. WASHANYA. ADONIA. Sabbath. HaKorash. HA-AKAD. YASHATHIA. YADATHUA. Verse 20. Walad. Tazawa'ai. Hamashakan. Ha-Shanyath. Lapa'at. Tazapawan. I.S.H.A.R.A.M. Korash. Verse 21. Wa'arabayim. Adonyahan. Kasap. Shanya. Adonya. Sapath. HaKorash. Ha-Akad. Washanya. Adonya. Sapath. HaKorash. Ha-Akad.
We at 21. Yeah, first stop at 20.
Oh,
It's like most ain't crazy. Just finish that one you want.
I just finished them.
Calm, most ain't crazy. Brother Ham, man, tell you about this brother, man. You make that Hebrew look easy. All right, let's get back to the English.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 26, verse 11 in the English. And thou shalt make 50 taches of brass, and put the taches into the loops, and couple the tent together, that it may be one. Verse 12. And the remnant that remaineth of the curtains of the tent, the half curtain that remaineth, shall hang over the backside of the tabernacle. Verse 13. And a cubit the one side, most likely on the one side, and a cubit on the other side of that which remaineth, in the length of the curtains of the tent. It shall hang over the sides of the tabernacle on this side, and on that side to cover it. Verse 14. And thou shalt make a covering for the tent of ram skins, dyed red, and a covering above the badger skins. Verse 15. And thou shalt make boards for the tabernacle of shittim wood, standing up. Verse 16. 10 cubits shall be the length of a board, and a cubit and a half shall be the breadth of one board. Verse 17. 2 tenons shall there be in one board, set in order one against another. Thus shalt thou make for all the boards of the tabernacle.
So excuse me, when I said tent, that was kind of far off. So it is a structure. It has walls. I'm talking about these boards and what have you. They again, it's made out of shittim wood or shittim wood. It's likely. I'm gonna look up shittim wood real quick. While this brother is reading. Let's just see. I'm gonna just look up. Look, I'm gonna look up shittim wood, then I'm gonna look up how much a 2x4 is a standard. What it has to be 10 foot, right? Yeah, regular height of a building is 10 foot. So a 10 foot 2x4 is like something like a basic necessity. So I'm gonna look up shittim wood and look up how much a 10 foot 2x4 of shittim wood costs. to give us understanding of how you know what I'm saying how how exquisite this setup is. You keep reading though, Bible shot.
Verse 18. And thou shalt make the board for the tabernacle, 20 boards on the south side, southward. Verse 19. And thou shalt make 40 sockets of silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under one board for its 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under another board for its 2 tenons. Verse 20. And for the second side of the tabernacle, on the north side, there shall be 20 boards. Verse 21. And there are 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board.
All right. So I looked up shittim wood. Shittim wood is a type of wood that comes from the Vacalea Sayal tree, also known as the red acacia. As a picture, I wish we had his laptop connected up close and we could go on it, so we could show you a picture of this tree. It looked like an oak tree almost, but it's red. Then I looked up how much that 2x4 costs. So a 2x4, 10-foot 2x4 of shittim wood. You get it at Lowe's actually. No, this ain't shittim. Yeah, I thought that was some. It said shittim on the internet. You gotta be careful. We're talking about some southern yellow pine right here. Yes, like I wasn't able to find the price, but it's like red oak. You already know how much oak costs. So this is a deeper color of oak, and then on top of that, it's gonna be painted with, you know what I'm saying, fine dyes and elegant dyes, or either that or covered in just dipped in gold, dipped in pure gold. Like that table in that Ark of the Covenant, that was shittim wood just dipped in gold. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's some fancy stuff, man. But the Most High requires this because this is what perfection is. What's that scripture? So let me find it real fast before we go back into the Hebrew. Be ye perfect. You remember it by heart? It's Matthew 5:48. I got it, so I'm gonna just pull it. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 48. Be ye therefore perfect. Be who therefore perfect? Be ye therefore perfect. You be perfect. Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. You be perfect. Be therefore perfect. I'm gonna continue. Even as your Father, which is in heaven, is perfect. Your Father in heaven is perfect. Be like your Father, like Father, like Son. He taught you how to be perfect. He gave you all the rules to be perfect. He gave you the law, statutes, and commandments, and he required you to be perfect too. And then told you, I got you a little nice setup. You're gonna have this area of the world, and everybody's gonna be afraid of you because of me. So you got the best land, and everybody around you is gonna be afraid of you, and they're gonna look up to you because you got it going on, because you got these rules that I'm giving you. All you gotta do is be perfect. But no, we want to do as the Romans do. Give me, go ahead, huh?
And if I could, sir, like, that's another easy cut to Christianity, because the Christians teach that being perfect is impossible. Yet
Mm-hmm.
in the New Testament, their favorite testament, by the way,
Uh,
they love it. Also, it's in red too.
it's in red.
That verse is in red.
Mine is in black. I thought that was Christ saying that though.
Unless I'm tripping.
No, I
I
remember
think
Christ
that's in.
saying it. Yeah, this is it's probably in Matthew and in another one. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, that's in red.
Most High Christ.
So Christ is telling us to be perfect. Yet the Christians teach we can't be perfect.
Uh,
So that's it's so easy to break down the lies of Christianity just by reading the Bible.
real.
But if people that went to church actually opened the book for once and just read it, they could just see through the lies that the pastor teaches. But that's why Christianity is so strong, because nobody actually reads the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Real
how I see.
talk.
That's how I answer.
Most I ain't crazy. What you're saying is heavy because if they just read the Bible, it would be that much harder for them to be hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? They would know they would know the law is not done away with. They would know that little picture of that little white man is not Jesus Christ. They would know the scriptures don't talk about Jesus Christ looking like that. I mean, let's say they didn't they didn't want they said the brown skin of brass. Let's just say let's give him. We know sometimes they say, oh, he was olive complexion. We know it's as a brother, but Brad. I'm not even gonna say let's just say, 'cause there's no getting around that. Brass is a derivative of brown, and burnt like a furnace. That's a dark brown. That's the color of his feet and his hands. So we know this is a black man. But if we want to say we don't know he was black, we just know his skin complexion was dark. No sweat. Why he got an afro then? So why this picture, the picture that you got on your church wall is a man with blonde stringy hair. There's nobody in the scriptures that look like that. Nobody. But Christ is all colors. The law is not done away. I mean, the law is done away with. We don't read the Old Testament. That's when the Most High was angry. And the Christian church, they never want to talk about Israelite. You bring up the word Israelite, just ask your Christian pastor. If you new to this class, if you just so happen to see this particular moment of this Sabbath service right here, I implore you, ask your Christian pastor who are the Israelites, and if they give you some jive about how they can't answer the question, then you gotta come back to this class. You gotta start watching these classes. You gotta find the I.S.U.P.K near you in your zone because we're gonna give you the truth about the Bible.
And if I could, one more thing,
Go ahead, bro.
that curiosity about trying to figure out who is lying and who the Israelites are in the Bible is exactly how the Houston school got started. Because Captain Yatsasok asked the same question to his pastor. And guess what he did? He told the whole church that he left. He didn't leave, but he was kicked out.
That's heavy you say that because that's
Involuntarily.
how the I.S.U.P.K started.
That's crazy.
The what was it? I think it was Abba Bivens, and there was some other brothers too, and they just the Lord put it on their spirit to study at a Jewish
I
temple,
remember that story.
and then they just start saying, "Man, these scriptures is not talking about y'all. We learning under y'all. Y'all should be worship. Y'all should be learning under us. This is about talking about us." So then they start reading. They actually start reading the Bible. That's saying not. I want to say rebellious. I guess it is rebellious. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to pull a scripture on that. All right? It's prove all things. Uh, first, that's yeah. You found it.
First Thessalonians 5
Uh huh.
21.
That's what it says on the test, right? Go ahead, give me that, Baba Kasha.
This is the book of Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 21. Prove all things. Hold fast that which is good.
Uh huh. Pretty much, don't just accept. Don't just accept. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tells you, you African American, and you say, why? Well, who are my ancestors, and where was I? Where are my ancestors before African? And if I'm African, how come I don't look like that Montambo dude with the plate in his lip? How come I don't do what they do? How come my people got more swag than them? Nah, no, you African. Ask why you are African American. Prove that I'm African American. Or black and brown people, we not the same. How come we all love tortillas and fried chicken so much? You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't be similar. Y'all separate. Y'all two different people, two different manner of people. Prove it. Prove where they came from and prove where we came from. Prove all things. Keep going. Sorry, let me get the end of that one more time. Hold fast.
Hold fast that which is good.
Hold fast that which is good. So after you prove that something is yay or nay, then you know if it's tawab or not. You know if it's acceptable or not. You know If somebody can give you the proof, or they can't give you the proof, then you know what to believe or not. Just like this brother just said, the founder of the Houston school, Captain 13,000 Yatazak, he had to be proven wrong, and he wasn't proven wrong, and then that's why he went to Command and General YAHANNA to learn, and then he gave what he learned to us. Now you see us before you, given what Command and General YAHANNA has been teaching thus far. Prove all things. Go to your Christian pastor. Try to tell him to prove to you that Christ is translucent. Already, where we at? We back to the Hebrew, or we still in English?
Start at 21.
You got one more, huh?
Back in Hebrew.
Back in Hebrew.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 26, verse 22 in the Hebrew.
Ooh, we on 1%. Go ahead.
Wallah, Wallah, Yerah, Wallah, Yarakathia, Hamashakan, Yama, I.S.U.P.K, Shusha, Rashian, verse 23, Washanya, Rashian, I.S.U.P.K, Yama, Kortaza Ith, Hamashakan, Yarakathia, verse 24, Waya Hayawat, it's like Waya Hayawat, Sa'amayam, Malak, Mata, Waya Kadia, Yahayawat, Damayam, I, Wa Shawat, all, Ataba I, Ha Akath, Khan, Yahaya, Rashad, Rashaya, Rashad Layaham, Washanya, Amma, Wataza I, Yahayawat, verse 25, Wahayawat, Shamanah, Horashim, Wa'ad, Wa Adanyaham, Kasam, Shashab, Aisharat, Adanya, Shanya, Adanya, Zakath, HaKorash, Ha'akad, Washanya, Adanya, Zakath, HaKorash, Ha'akad, verse 26, Wa'aishayath, Boraya Bekam, Aitazayat, Shatayam, Hamash, Required, Royashia, Tazala I, Hamashakan, Ha'akad, verse 27, Wa Kamash, Baraya Yakam, La Korashia, Tazala I, Hamashakan, Washanyath, Wakamash, Barai Yakum, Lakorashia, Tazama I, Amashakan, Layad, Wakathia, Yamai, verse 28, Wahab, Barai Yakat, Hathayakan, Wathawaka, Hakorashia, Mabawakat, Mun, Hawatiza, all, Hawatiza, verse 29, Wa'at, Hakorashi, Thad, Chazak, Zatazapah, Zahab, Wa'at, Tabai, Tayaham, Ta'aishat, Zahab, Basayam, Zabar, Rayapam, Watazap, Yathab, At, Habar Yakat, it's like Habar Yakam, Zahab, verse 30,
This is the last one. Not the last one of the day. Last one.
Wahab, Homas, As, Mashakan, Ma, Shar, Kawa, Ashar, Hawa, Yathab, Bahar,
Time Christ. When we come back after this one, we're gonna do 8 more. Complete. We're gonna go back to the English now.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 26, verse 22, in the English. And for the sides of the tabernacle, westward, thou shalt make 6 boards. Verse 23, and 2 boards shalt thou make for the corners of the tabernacle and the 2 sides. Verse 24, and they shall be coupled together beneath, and they shall be coupled together above the head of it unto one ring. Thus shall it be for them both. They shall be for the 2 corners. Verse 25, and they shall be 8 boards, and their sockets of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. Verse 26, and thou shalt make bars of shittim wood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle. Verse 27, and 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the side of the tabernacle for the 2 sides westward. Verse 28, and the middle bar in the midst of the boards shall reach from end to end. Verse 29, and thou shalt overlay the boards with gold, and make the rings of gold for places for the bars, and thou shalt overlay the bars with gold.
So even those boards, those it, it's not necessarily a building out of brick. It's not a what's the word like a fortified building, but it's a structure, and it's a very holy and very priestly structure. The walls are pretty much made of gold. The walls are made out. It's a thin wall, well, not that thin, but it's thinner than a brick wall. But it's made out of shittim wood covered in gold, and then draped over with, what I'm saying, high quality. What do you call it? Curtains. Keep going. Finish that last one, Uncle Shep.
Verse 30, and thou shalt rear up the tabernacle according to the fashion thereof, which will shew thee in the mount.
Hmm. So yeah, man. So Most High is requiring us to to build this perfect structure, this perfect, elegant piece. This is almost like a piece of art, and it's where we're gonna do. We're gonna it's where the Most High is represented. You know, so this 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 tabernacle is where we get it from, that our church is supposed to be a place that looks nice, or like this it has to look nice because this is where God did it. This is where we get it from, even though so we're not with the Christian church, but that's where they get it from. You know what I'm saying? And really Most High in Christ for that, because like I said, once again, cleanliness is next to godliness. It's your first step in being close to the Most High, being clean, being fly. You know what I'm saying? Being perfect is the real route. You know what I'm saying? And that spirit of perfection, you know what I'm saying, making something want to be, you know what I'm saying, so nice that it has no flaw. That's the spirit of the Most High. Like I just said, that's what the Most High required. So his sacrifices, he required a sacrifice without blemish. He required the first of your fruits. You know what I'm saying? He required the best of the crops. Why why was Cain sacrifice so petty, and Abel sacrifice so nice? Because it was a good sacrifice. So when you give something to the Most High, you got to give him everything, because you wouldn't have nothing without him. So when you want to make something for yourself, I remember when I used to get a haircut. This is just an example. We know edge ups are unlawful, but remember when the barber would take his time and look at you and through all different angles just to get you that crispy lining. He was trying to make that boy perfect. I really wouldn't feel the barber did a good job if he didn't take extra time to look at all angles and hit it with that barber's eye. I wouldn't think he was doing a good job. It's a way that you can see the barber's eye. You can get a fade. A fade is not unlawful. You know what I'm saying? Just the edge up is unlawful. So if a barber fades you up and he not looking at you all, like looking at you through different angles, and looking at you for like a whole minute and whatnot, and doing this and that and whatnot, then he not hitting it with that barber's eye. He not doing perfection. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between having a mental condition and when you gotta wash your hands every time you touch something. And, you know what I'm saying? A physician diagnose you with what tell you what you need to go from if that's your problem. But if somebody just complaining you got OCD, you like things to be this way, you like your candles burning and then smell like this, you like your drapes to look like this, and you like your house clean like this, or you know what I'm saying, when you cut somebody's hair, it got to be perfect like that. You got a little bit of OCD. Most High in Christ, man. That's the spirit of the Lord making you, you know what I'm saying, fine tune in your craft. You know what I'm saying? That's what these brothers. That's what Moses was getting the order from the Most High here, to fine tune, build a place that can represent the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get back into the Hebrew. This is the last time in the Hebrew. If you join us, man, thank you, man. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna get it in one last time, and we're gonna close up. Uh, Go ahead whenever you're ready.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 26, verse 31 in the Hebrew. YAHANNA, Parakath, Thakalath, Wa'ar, Ragaman, Watham, Wala'ith, Shanaya, Washashai, Mashazar, Ma'aisha, Kasha, Ya'aisha, Atha, Karabi, verse 32, Wana Thatha, Atha, I, Arabai, I am a Wadia, Shatanyam, Matazapni, Zahar, Wayaham, Zahar, Ir, Aravaya, Adani, Hasa, verse 33, Renathatha, Ad, Haparakat, Shakat, Harquaras, Korasanyam, Wahabaat, Shema, Mabayath, Laparakat, all like At, Ara1, I Yatha, Wahab, Wahabad Yala, Parakat, Lakam, Banyan,
Where you at now?
still on verse 33,
34 is gonna be the last one.
Parakat, HaKodash, Wabayan, Kodash, HaKodashni, verse 34, Renathatha, At, Hakaparat, I, Ara1, Ha'idat, Bakodash, HaKodashni.
Man, crazy, man. Good, man. Give yourself a hand, man. I want to get this priest a hand because he does that, man. He really makes it look good. He makes it look easy and he makes it look good. Like coming to your culture and reading the language that was beaten out of your back. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know this was our language. You know what I'm saying? And then the world, you know what I'm saying? You tell people, well, nowadays there's a different type of vibe around it. We starting to get heard. You know what I'm saying? The man of sin is coming to perdition, and why he's coming to perdition is coming about. But you know what I'm saying? When I was coming up, you know what I'm saying? To be told that I was a Jew, I'll be like, man, you want me to wear the little yarmulke and you want me to have a little curl and read that little Yiddish stuff? No, I'm good. I'll pass. And now we reading the Hebrew. And we reading the way it's supposed to be read. We're not reading it like the Jewish man reads it. We reading it the way is intended on being read, and it's a beautiful language. And it's our culture, man. Black and brown people, man. It's a direct language, and this brother he does it so eloquently, man. I just had to give him his props. So we're gonna get into the English. We're gonna finish it out in the English, man. For those joining us, man, thank you for joining us another Saturday, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope you have a good Sabbath, have a good day of rest. We're gonna read this last 8 verses, the last 4 or 5 verses, and we're gonna close up. So go ahead, give me that, start reading, my shot, sir.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 26, verse 31 in the English. And thou shalt make a veil of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen, of cunning work, with cherubims shall it be made. Verse 32. And thou shalt hang it upon 4 pillars of shittim wood, overlaid with gold. Their hooks shall be of gold, upon the 4 sockets of silver. Verse 33. And thou shalt hang up the veil under the taches, that thou mayest bring in thither within the veil the ark of the testimony. And the veil shall divide unto you between the holy place and the most holy. Verse 34. And thou shalt put the mercy seat upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy place.
hmm So again, I'm gonna get clarity for next week what exactly these priests were doing in the ark in the tabernacle, because I believe the tabernacle is where the children of Israel would go to get counsel. When they would have to get counsel from the high priest, they would go to the tabernacle, and that's where the counsel would be in held. But I'm gonna get clarification to make sure. But you know what I'm saying? The counsel of the Lord had to be done in a place that was of the Lord. And that's why we reading this place is so fly, man. The Most High had no other way. You know what I'm saying? So with that, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna close. I'm gonna say Imadium, which means to stand. You can underline that boy. We don't have to underline it where you left off.
YAHANNA.
Layasha We're gonna salute the Torah. Let's give another horn for that when we got it ready. Yah Bashim Yah Shabrak Yah.
Yeah.
Right. So now we're gonna face east. Say the Lord's Prayer. Here you go. Pass it back to me to finish.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Wadash.
Wadash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malak Waska.
Malak Waska.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Artazayaka.
Artazayaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'arataza.
Ba'aratza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Nathan Lanawa.
Nathan Lanaw.
Lacham.
Lacham.
Call.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Masalak Lanawa.
Masalak Nawa.
Abawathi Nawa.
Kabawath Nawa.
Kasalak Nawa.
Kasalak Nawa.
Abawathi Nawa.
Kabawathi Nawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Taba'aya Nawa.
Taba'aya Nawa.
Banasaya 1.
Banasaya 1.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashai Nawa.
Hawashaya Nawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rai.
Rai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwath.
Waha'ala.
Ha'ala.
Wahatha Para.
Hata Parath.
La'awalamyu.
La'awalamyam.
Aman.
Aman. In the English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come.
thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth as it is in heaven.
In earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts,
And forgive us our debts.
as we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry, turn to face the front. All right, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers, and then to the sisters. All right. Courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Ahmadim, Ahmadim Shabbat, Ahmadim, Barak, Yahab Bashim Yahshua Barakatah, Yajim Matam, Stars for the face sisters. Courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel, Ahmadim Shabbat, Ahmadim, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Alathan Bashim Yahshua, Yajim Matam. Last dismissed.